Today, Saturday, the 21st of October 2023, was the penultimate day of the 5th edition of the Kumba Diocesan Pastoral Week. In attendance were members of pastoral councils, that is, parish pastoral councils, deanery pastoral councils, the Diocesan Pastoral Council, and the Laity Council. Also in attendance were service heads of diocesan services. They are, in the words of the bishop, the cream of the pastoral life of the diocese in the work of evangelization because they are the leaders.
Today is our own day of the Diocesan Pastoral Week. And from my address of you'll notice that today is a day of the cream of leadership in the Diocese of Kumba, in the pastoral life of the diocese, in the work of evangelization. So you are the ones that are the closest collaborators of implementing the pastoral plan and the pastoral life of the church in the work of evangelization. Without you, nothing will work in the parishes, nothing will work in the deanery, and nothing will work in the diocese.
Therefore, they must lead by example.
But now we push others to do it by example. So if our diocese has to grow, we are the ones to set the pace.
The bishop challenged them to educate themselves, for a leader cannot be ignorant.
You leaders, do I know? Then who will know? So we need to educate ourselves to know the role we need to play at the various levels as leaders. If you don't know, ask and you'll be educated. So you are like our mouthpieces. What we decide as a diocese, you implement all those things at the various levels. You cannot go and then you are wandering like every other person, and you may even join to criticize a decision that you have taken in a council, and you are a leader. That does not make sense. You kill the spirit.
He equally exhorted them to deploy their expertise and experience from their different walks of life towards the realization of pastoral goals in the diocese. After his words of welcome and exhortation, greeted with a thunderous applause, Father Marcel Ekan, Barrister Kenneth Tambe, and Mr. Mekuru Martin drilled the leaders on skills pertaining to their duties and how to set their hearts on fire with zeal and their feet on the move for mission to carry out their tasks. No room for laziness. Thereafter, as has been the drill, questions were asked and responses provided. Then, all the 4 deaneries presented their deanery reports, beginning with the Tombel Deanery, then the Mundemba Deanery, thereafter Kumba Town Deanery, and Fiango Deanery. At the close of the day, being the penultimate day that marked the close of all the deliberations from day one with all the groups and persons in attendance, the resolutions committee sat back to put down all the resolutions arrived at. These resolutions will be handed over to the bishop the following day, that is Sunday, which is Mission Sunday. The bishop will peruse through the resolutions together with his college of consultors, and from them he will enact laws and take decisions that will foster the pastoral life of the diocese, not only for this pastoral year, but for her entire existence. When pastoral weeks like these are organized, it is not all about a time to talk. It is also a time to make resolutions. It is a time to make stock, to evaluate, to see what was done well, what was not done well, and above all, it is also a time to take action. The pastoral year has kick-started. The Christians of the Diocese of Kumba have set their hearts on fire and their feet on the move to make their lives as Christians better and the life of the diocese as a whole. Reporting for Radio Evangelium News, Kumba, I am Father Blessed Ambang Njume.
The talks of today have been very, very touching, giving the theme of the Diocesan Pastoral Week celebration being hearts on fire and feet on the move. I think with the different speakers who have graced the day of today with their different talks, I have learned a lot, and a lot too will be taken back to my parish. I am Vice President of the Fiango Cathedral Parish and Chairman of the Cathedral Main Mission. Again, Hearts on Fire and Feet on the Move is a reflection that touches on a lot of things concerning our own parish. And I think that with the information we have gotten, especially touching on some difficulties that we are having, trying to bring this team to work according to the way parish activities are supposed to go, the information that we've gotten today will be of great help.
All which we would all learn today. For me, as we said, a continuation of last year's pastoral team, where we talk about mission. And so this year again, they talk about hearts on fire, foot on the move. And so when the word of God it touched me, I get to move to or go talk to my fellow brothers and sisters. So when I go back now for parish, I get to organize a similar seminar at the parish level, the parish pastoral week, so that we too now will talk about this thing, and then the various mission stations too, they will organize, so that by next year we'll see how we will really work more on this thing, so that the parish will grow.
As the Chief of Center of Diongo Health Center, we are going to do the best by applying it on our patients, help them spiritually, because as we all know, the definition of health, not necessarily the absence of a disease or an infirmity, but a state of wellness, being physical, spiritual, morally. So we are going to encourage our patients at the spiritual part of their health, and to make them feel comfortable, give them encouragement when they are down. So we are going to do our best with our other colleagues to improve the health status of the health center. So I just want to appreciate the bishop and the fathers.